So you must have been very young at that point of time. How old
Yeah,
were you?
around 18, 19 I was.
So 18, 19 guys, he got into business when he was 18, 19. Sudeep, who's your most looked up to person in the IIF right now? If you had to just give me one name, who is it?
It was
Okay.
a very unique product for us, very new product for us,
Correct.
which they are importing from Germany,
Correct.
and they want some Indian source.
Are you happy with your secretary?
Obviously, yes.
We'd like you to nominate one person onto the podcast publicly. So Hey everyone, welcome back to another podcast. Today is officially the third podcast on our show. We have a really special guest today, as I've been talking about on LinkedIn. So today's guest, I'm going to give it out. He's the current chairman of the Mumbai region for the IIF, and you guys know who he is. But what you don't know probably is that he is also the owner of Industrial Minerals and Refractory Udhyog. So he's going to talk to us a little more about what his company does and how they are really shaping the game within the foundry industry. He also has a very special background that he would like to share that not many people know about. Although he's a very famous personality in the IIF and people would recognize him immediately by face, what we don't know is that he had a very rough background into how he got into the industry. So that is some things we're going to touch about today. So allow me to welcome Mr. Sudeep Shah onto the show. Mr. Sudeep,
Yeah.
good to have you here.
Thank you very much, Ian, and thanks for the introduction, and thank you for invitation. Invite me to your podcast channel.
Thank you for actually joining and being guest number 3.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of questions that we're going to ask Mr. Sudeep Shah here,
Yeah.
and so let's get straight into it.
Sure.
About your background, most people already know you through the IIF and activities, but share with us a little bit about what you just told me a little earlier.
Yeah, I'll tell you about my background. That in 1978-79, my
Okay.
grandfather has started this business.
Okay.
So earlier they shifted from Gujarat to
Okay.
Pune,
Okay.
and from his partner he has started this business to supply the refractive products to the foundry industries.
Okay.
And after my grandfather, his 4 children, along with my father, they joined the business.
Correct.
And 2 brothers shifted from Pune to Bombay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. So all of them were in the same
were in
refractory
the
business.
Same business.
Okay. And how did they spot this opportunity? Was it something they were already involved in?
Earlier, when my grandfather was in Gujarat, that
Right.
time they were into refractive bricks business.
Okay.
So they found the good opportunity in the Pune. That
Okay.
Pune is a big hub for the foundry
Okay.
nowadays.
Okay.
And earlier also there are many foundries.
Correct.
So they found the good opportunities to build the business in
Okay.
Pune and start the business.
Correct. So that is how you got your start. That is how your grandfather got his
Yes,
start.
got the start.
So fast forward to about when was the time that you joined?
I joined my office from 2001-2002.
Okay,
That
2001, 2002.
Yeah, that time my father was not feeling well. He was a cancer
Okay.
at that time.
Okay.
So he's not able to go to the office and do the work. So
you took
in
on
absence
responsibility
of
from
his-
your dad?
Yes, from
Got
him,
it.
from him, I go and look after the business activities.
So you must have been very young at that point of time. How old
Yeah,
were you?
around 18, 19 I was.
So 18, 19 guys, he got into business when he was 18, 19. And wouldn't you have been studying at that time?
Yeah, I was studying in college,
Okay.
and due to his health issues, I was not able to look after my education also and my office work also.
Correct.
So I dropped my education and looking after.
That
the
was a really
business.
bold move.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
I
very
cannot.
tough.
I cannot.
It's very tough
comprehend-
decision for me to take
Correct.
that time.
Correct.
At the age of 18, 19.
Because for us to lose a parent and have to quit our education at the same time to get into business
Yes,
without any
yes.
prior knowledge or anything is a very big step. So
I was not that technical, good technical things to see about the foundry industries.
correct.
It was very new to me.
Correct.
It's very, you can say, like, what is foundry industry? I was not aware of it.
Correct.
After joining the office and business, I came to know what are the products we deals in, what are the where we are
Correct.
supplying and which industries
Correct.
we are supplying.
Correct. So that is really commendable effort that you've done.
Yes.
So you get into business in 2001, 2002, am I right?
Yes.
And at this point, you have just finished your education. You have committed yourself completely to the business that your grandfather had started. And so then, how do you? What are your initial years like? What did you struggle with initially? What did you have to first learn to take it ahead?
Initially stage, I was just looking after the day-to-day activities, what are the going on, and just
Correct.
learning about all that things.
Correct.
Then in 2003, July 2003, after my father passed away,
Correct.
I totally look after the business about sales, marketing, finance,
Correct.
each and everything. So
Correct.
I learned day to day with my uncle's guidance, and by his learning and about their experience, I learned from them and started to look after all the activities
Right.
of
Right.
the business.
And all this was completely Foundry consumables, right? Like today-
Initially, we are just doing refractive products, refractive fabrics and castables.
Right.
And then we are earlier there was a couple of furnace in the foundries.
Correct.
Earlier times.
Correct.
So that time refractive products was running items. So
Okay.
earlier we are supplying that, and one of the day that from Mahindra and Mahindra we got the opportunity about the ceramic filters.
Okay.
Earlier they was using imported filters from the Germany.
Around what year?
Around you can say to 2000 to 2001.
Okay. Okay. So
My
then
father got that opportunity from the Mahindra and Mahindra. Earlier,
Okay.
from there we got the ceramic filters.
Okay.
A very unique product for us, very new product for us,
Correct.
which they are importing from Germany,
Correct.
and they want some Indian source from us. So from that, we change our business and everything. You can say.
Correct. Remarkable. Because
yeah.
Today we look at ceramic filters and it is like a household product.
Yes.
Everybody has it. Everybody.
Yes.
Correct. But to be one of the first pioneers in the country to get into this product 22 years ago,
Yeah.
especially when Mahindra was importing these things from Germany, as you mentioned, that would have been like a complete breakthrough.
Yes.
So amazing history that you guys have had.
From Mahindra we started, and from Mahindra then Tata Motors, and then Tata Telco was there earlier, the name was. Then Indian Smelting started to take it from us. Then journey started from that.
Correct.
And there is no end till now.
That is amazing. So you have ceramic filters, which is now your running product.
Yeah.
So fast forward to today, you guys had a lot of success with trading, with all the products that you have in your portfolio. You've recently started a godown in Kolhapur,
Yeah.
right, for expansion.
Yeah.
So how did that move come into effect, and what is the strategic objective behind? having a
As
godown?
everybody knows that Kolhapur is a hub for the foundry industries.
Correct.
So we found good opportunity there. Earlier we are supplying from Bombay itself, from
Okay.
our Bombay warehouse. But we found that if we give good service to the customer, if morning they required material, by afternoon they will get the material from our warehouse. So
Correct.
we found good opportunity there, and so we thought about the warehouse established in Kolhapur and give the service from there itself.
Correct. So this is basically to reduce the time spent in
times,
delivery.
Yeah.
Okay, that's amazing. So you're always at the forefront of what the customer needs, what the
Yeah.
customer wants, as the theme that we've been seeing here. So then you'll be able to tell us what is the next product you're working on right now. Can you say, or is that a trade secret? Hey guys, if you're enjoying the video up to this point, do take a minute to check out the Foundry shop. So anyway, you go over to Google, you hit in metalli.in, you quickly head over to the Foundry shop on our homepage. That's when you can get access to the shop. These are all the products that we've listed so far. On the left, you can see the categories. Let's just take a look at refractory fabrics. This is the layout of the shop. The entire product bio. Let's just take a look at ceramic foundry filters. So all products will be displayed like this, very good images. This is how you join the podcast. You can, special emphasis on the IIF members, by the way. That's how you hit submit, and that's how we schedule you for the show. So do head on to the Foundry shop. That is something we're going to be adding on to every now and then. Thank you so much, and back to the show.
I can say it's today itself. Like still, like now we are moving on to low carbon, high carbon powder coatings, furnace oils, and CPC, GPC, silicon carbide, and many other products we are looking at.
Okay.
We want that customer don't want to go outside, look after
For
other
anything
vendors.
else. Right.
They'll get everything in one basket from us.
So you're trying to be a one-stop
Solution for
a foundry. So guys, for any consumables, anything related to the foundry, whether it's ceramic filters you still deal in today.
Yeah.
So from ceramic filters to sleeves.
We deals in ceramic filters, foam filters, exothermic sleeves, silica sand, perlitos, refractory bricks, castables.
So you're like an Amazon for the foundry industry, basically. In other words, that is great. Especially the background that you guys have had. It's really commendable where you reached today. So let's get into. So what about exports? I mean, India is a good market for you. That you mentioned you're already with Mahindra and Tata, right? What about other countries?
We also got the good opportunity through internet. Like earlier, it was 2001 to internet was a very new things for me as well.
Correct.
So I was also learning from internet how I can grow my business for export as well. So I started through internet. I developed my website. I promoted my website on the internet, and from there I got many inquiries from New Zealand, Kenya, from Sri Lanka, and many more countries.
Okay.
And we are supplying like countries like New Zealand, Kenya, Zambia, Sri Lanka.
Okay. So that means there are also very prominent foundry sectors in those countries.
Yes.
That's great. So so you covered your exports. That's good. So you're not only conquering the Indian market, but you're going global now. That is great. Okay. Sudeep, so your entire business has been about the next generation taking it a step forward, right? So what about your next generation? When are they joining Refractory Udhyog?
As my child is now 15-16 years old,
right,
and I'm seeing him growth. Like I don't think he will join my business.
Okay, why is that?
Because his interest is something different. He's into good in sports and gamings and all that things.
Okay.
So I don't think he will join, and I don't want him to forcefully join the business.
So just to give you a background, I used to spend about 12 hours a day playing video games when I was in my college. Okay, so there is hope for your son, and I'm pretty sure that with your encouragement and given the rich family legacy that you have, I think he will be joining, or he would want to join the company someday. So possibly give it time.
Yes. He may. As for his interest, I am not forcing him to join the business only.
Correct.
I'll not take that thing.
What's his name?
Shah.
Josh,
GMC.
if you're watching this 10 years later into the future, this is the exact moment your dad has started incorporating you into the family business.
Yeah.
So because he probably might watch this 10 years later, and this might be special for him. So anyway, so that is lovely. So let's go on to the IIF now.
Okay.
Because that has been a theme with our podcast. That is where it initially began. So first with Mr. Suresh Chavan, with Ruma, of course, and you now, you're the chairman. So you're my chairman actually. So what year did you first join the IIF?
I joined IIF by just becoming an individual member.
Okay.
Yeah. So I joined the IIF in 2015-16.
Okay.
And through Mr. Yatin Shah, he was very known face of IIF.
He still is.
So,
He still is, by the way.
So he usually come to our office for the renewal of the membership, for the other IIF programs, invitations, and for the sponsorship. For many things, he's visit to us. So I was also eager to look like after how these programs are organizing and all that activity. I was very keen to look after it. So I asked him that I also want to be a part of IIF, like how I can become. So he suggested to join the council first, attend the council, see how everything is working and all.
Okay.
And after, if you still interested, then will join you as a office bearer.
So, Mr. Yatin Shah, as most of you guys don't know, every time Mumbai chapter has a little shortage in membership, we hand over the job to Mr. Yatin Shah, and he does a phenomenal job. We always report an increase in members.
Yeah.
Correct? Not just getting our same quota from last year, but an increase in members. So, hats off to Mr. Yatin Shah. He always wins a prize from our chapter every year regarding membership growth.
Yeah.
So it's funny that he was instrumental in getting you into IIF.
Yeah.
That's good. Sudeep, who's your most looked up to person in the IIF right now? If you had to just give me one name, who is it?
One name, it's very difficult to give only one name. If I want to give only one name, then I'll give Ruma Rao's name.
Okay.
Because as a woman, she's ready to do most of the work of IIF anytime, any day, anytime she's there for IIF activities, any kind of activities, any part, anything. I see her like how she's eager as a woman, as a parent also. She's taking out her time about after taking about her family, we can say family work, business work, after
Correct.
parenting
How
also she's managing all that things.
Correct.
It's tremendous.
It's really remarkable. Given the amount of things that she, her company itself, her family life, she still makes time for IIF. It's really, really amazing because she talked a lot.
Still, she's giving that much only time. Earlier, she was giving the same time. She's still.
So it really shows her devotion towards the IIF. So, what quality do you admire most about Ruma, since you mentioned that she is the person you look up to in the IIF?
About quality, I can say like she's good in communication. She's good in technical part also. She knows how to manage everything. She know how to manage everything in short period of time also.
Okay.
How we can take people together to look. How we can get this event successful.
Correct.
How we can do more things. How we can do things differently.
Correct.
That's what I learned from.
I've seen that about Ruma as well, because she has the ability to understand and know exactly what is needed at what point of time.
Yeah.
You know, so even under great pressure, she can really come through.
Yes.
That's great. So now that you've been GMC Chairman for 1 year, and this is your second year, correct? How did you like your first year? What was the experience like?
It was very difficult for me to come on chairman position, because I was not that confident to take that charge of it.
Okay, I thought your first year was rough.
Yeah, it was very rough.
Okay, it was. Okay.
I have to ask each, like, what activities we can do, what technical part we can do, what kind of seminars we can do. So it's very difficult because I have not that technical things which I can self plan and execute the things. So I have to ask many people about it.
Correct.
And luckily I got the people like you and Roma and Manan is there. So
thank you. No, I think you've done a really good job given the resources that you had.
Yeah.
Because you've been able to mobilize the right people for the right jobs, and we had a phenomenal year. I think when we just presented our ACM, everyone was really happy. So now that we've done with first year, what are your plans for the next year? Where is our focus for year 2? So
year 2, we are now planning good activities for the members. More than last year, we are planning this year 4 to 5 technical lectures, webinars. We are also planning work visit for our members to work visit for this chapter, GMC chapter, as well as out of the chapters.
Right. So a lot of weight on your shoulders now for year 2. So technical work visits, and also there's another thing coming
that
in the
not
future,
talk now,
which we cannot talk about. So when the time is right, I mean, we're allowed to share some stuff, but not everything, right?
Yeah.
That's great. Okay. I have a question for you. You've been chairman for 2 years now. It's your second year. Are you happy with your secretary?
Obviously, yes.
By the way, guys, I'm the secretary.
There is no chance to.
Anyway, thank you so much, Sudeep.
Right.
That was really nice. I don't know if you actually feel that way or just saying it on camera. So we'll have to wait and watch. So why don't you look to the camera right now and invite new members into GMC? So if you were looking to new Foundry members in Mumbai, why should they join the IIF chapter in GMC region?
See, IIF is a very good platform to interact with the foundry people, interact with the owners of direct foundry industries. Through IIF, we'll get the good opportunity to attend the webinars, seminars, technical lectures, to attend exhibitions also in subscription rates, and there are many things which, if young people can join and they feel what IIF is and what IIF can give the benefits. It's a good platform for the foundry industry, for the young people of the foundry industry. If they join the IIF, join the GMC chapter, they will get the good benefit out of it. It's not a waste of time. It's not nothing at all. It's a waste of thing. It's a very good platform
For networking.
To learn about new things and everything.
Correct. That's great. So guys, if you're on the fence thinking about whether you should join GMC or not, you definitely should.
Earlier time I was also thinking what I will get. I don't want to waste my time out of it. But
correct.
As and when I joined IIF, I came to that it's a very good platform for networking, for learning new things and everything. So it's a good foundry fraternity where we can learn many things.
Right. If you're serious about the foundry industry and you actually want to make a professional career within the foundry industry in India, I think nothing, absolutely no professional organization offers what the IIF does. So that is just.
And I can tell you that earlier there was only senior people are looking after IIF. Now youngster also, like Ruma is there.
Correct.
You are there. Yan, you are there. Pratik is there. Manan is there.
Correct.
I am there.
Correct.
So youngster also taking part of.
Correct. They are understanding correct, what the IIF can provide.
What the IIF can do.
Correct. So thank you so much, Sudeep, for sharing your journey with us, sharing what business changes you made.
Thank you for inviting me to your podcast channel.
Thank you for
sharing my thoughts in front of the foundry industry.
Correct. Especially a lot of stories that people might have not heard about you.
Yeah.
So that's really great. Thank you for sharing. In closing, we do have a question that we'd like to ask you publicly. So we've incorporated this as of this podcast. So he's a lucky one.
Okay.
So we'd like you to nominate one person onto the podcast publicly. So if I had to ask you, it's like one name that you could nominate to.
I have many names in my mind, but if you want one or two names, I can give you.
No, I just want one. Two would be good, but we'll start with one.
I can give you Manan Shah.
Manan Shah.
Yeah.
So Manan, if you are listening, you have officially been nominated to be on the podcast.
And second is Prayut Bhamawat.
Okay.
From Baroda.
So Manan and Prayut, if you are listening, we'll make sure Prayut is listening. I'm going to share it with him. So you officially been nominated to be on the show.
Yeah.
So thank you, Sudeep. It's been absolutely great having you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. And guys, we have about 3-4 guests more coming up every week. We're going to do a podcast every week for as long as we can. And this is something we have learned that it's a lot of work. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun making this type of content, and especially we get to go a little bit deeper into every single guest that we interview, because superficially everybody portrays themselves as a business and name and everything, but you never understand who the person is and what background they have on a deeper level. So that is something we are exploring today, and just allows you to connect a little more with the person that we're interviewing. So if you like our content, like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for joining.
Oh my God.
That was great.
Oh.